Hello, my name is Ariana Lewis. I am a senior at Old Dominion University, and today I will be conducting interviews for my Communications Media Audiences course. This is for our audience focus group project, so I am tasked with interviewing family and friends to determine how they interact with media. I am here with Anais to go over 10 questions. The first question here: do you engage with online media? And if so, what platforms do you utilize for watching TV shows, movies, and social media?
Um, yes, I do, and the platforms I use is I use Instagram, um, Facebook, and Twitter, and the movie platforms I use are Netflix. I watch Stars. I watch Paramount Plus. Sometimes Disney Plus with my kids, and YouTube.
In the last 10 to 15 years, how would you describe the impact social media and new media, such as streaming platforms, apps, and gaming systems, have had on you?
Um, Well, over the years, I think that it's been a lot of upgrades and new features on all the platforms that makes it like more easy for the user to like navigate through the platforms and stuff, which is an awesome thing and just very convenient for the user based off of like what we had back in the day. So technology really have you know technology really have made a big part. Um, I'm sure in everyday lives and stuff like that to make it easier, including mine and my family.
All right. When you are on social media, do you ever like, comment, or share content? Do you yourself create content?
Yes, I share like and I comment on you know different varieties of videos, um, but I don't create content myself. I would like to one day, but I haven't gotten around to like do that just yet. But I think that would be cool for me to actually do,
Mhm.
being the fact of like I travel to a lot of different countries, so I think that I could go to new restaurants and everything, and I try to explore the world and stuff like that with the career I have. So it would be good for me to create some content on certain platforms.
Have you ever participated in online trends such as TikTok dance videos or recreating a recipe from Instagram?
Yes, on TikTok. Oh, that's another one that I also use as well. Is TikTok. But yes, like with my kids, I use TikToks. I did trends like dancing trends and stuff like that because it's fun things to do.
And did you try that out independently just as something fun to do with your family, or did you do it with the intention to create a video and post it online?
I would say both, to do it with my family and to like post it. Just to see other people comment, see if I did like if it was a dance trend, see if people liked the dance, if I did it right and stuff like that. And yeah.
Have you ever been influenced to purchase something from social media? And was it from an advertisement or an influencer?
Yes, I have plenty of times. And I would say it could both as well with that. With an influencer and advertisement. So yes, I have purchased multiple things on platforms such as like TikTok, Instagram, even on like YouTube. I see ads Same thing on Instagram and Twitter. I see like certain products that they, advertise or influence advertise, um, and I engage with that, especially if if it's cheap and like the price is right or things that's on sale and it's a good product. Sometimes I see clothes or just certain like everyday products. It could be like household appliances or um, just little gadgets. Even when it comes down to toys, I also bought things off of platforms to that I purchased before. Yes.
Have you ever discovered a new show, new music or song, an influencer slash celebrity, or anything that was memorable for you after scrolling on social media?
Yes. Um, I have. I'm really into music, so um, I came across plenty of new songs that I like that I actually seen on a platform and actually downloaded it to my device. And yeah, same thing such as movies as well. Um, I one song I like before that I downloaded that was a new song was from let me think of the name. The name was I think it was a song from The Weeknd. I don't really remember what it is. I mean the name off the top of my head right now. But another show like a movie was recently was like Sinners and Final Destination that I seen that I engaged with.
Do you feel like the content you are shown on social media is based on your personal interest, or do you feel it is manipulated in some way to keep you scrolling?
Um, I think it's like they have configurations for like what you like on certain platforms. So if I was to look up certain things, like it would be specifically for the content that I like. So the platform like has a I'm pretty sure they have configurations that when I'm scrolling, pretty much most of the time the stuff I say maybe like 70 to 80% is the stuff that I like to see, stuff that I like to that I come across that's like for me.
All right. So, with that, are you aware of social media algorithms? And if so, what are your thoughts on how it influences your user experience online?
It makes it very convenient. So yes, I'm familiar with the algorithms. It just makes it easier. Um, like for example, if I was like certain products that I'm into, like I'm into like sports a lot, gym stuff, working out, the algorithm it would be already there set. So it's very convenient for me and easy for me to maneuver through the platform when I'm like, if I especially if I decide to like purchase a certain product or anything. Or watch a video that targets my interest.
Have you ever experienced looking up something online and then seeing advertisements for it on your social media profiles? And if so, what do you think about this marketing practice? Does it raise any concerns for you?
Yes, sometimes it does raise concerns because it makes me think like I know about algorithms, but um, sometimes I'd be like, how does this platform know that I was? How does this other platform? If I looked it up on another platform, how did this platform know I was just looking at that? So it makes me like wonder sometimes like, is it like, are they like psychic or something like that? So, but it's like on these platforms, this stuff all over the place. You're gonna see all types of things. You're gonna see all types of products, all type of advertisements. So it could be just a coincidence, but yes, it do um, raise some concern with me sometimes when I see that.
Have you ever had any concerns with privacy that has led you to change the ways you interact with media or on social media, such as with sharing personal information or filling out forms that collect personal information, or actively or are you actively making decisions to keep yourself private?
I'm me. I would say I'm actively um, um, maneuvering through these platforms to keep myself private because it's a lot of it's a lot of hackers and scammers out there. So you have to be careful with that. Some things are sketchy. Some people it's people out there that know how to make fraudulent websites and stuff like that. So you might think you're purchasing something from an actual store, but it's really somebody that's just trying to just scam you and or do some fraud. So yes, as for me, I do move with caution and try to be like very, private and safe when I do maneuver through certain platforms.
Okay, well, then that concludes my first interview. Thank you, Anais.
Thank you.
For my next interview, I am here with Alyssa to go over the same 10 questions. First question: do you engage with online media? And if so, what platforms are you utilizing for watching TV shows, movies, and for social media?
Currently, right now, I'm using Roku for YouTube, Netflix also, PS5 for gaming, Minecraft. As far as social media, I'm currently deactivated, but I would use Instagram and occasionally TikTok.
In the last 10 to 15 years, how would you describe the impact social media and new media, such as streaming platforms, apps, and gaming systems, have had on you?
I think it's become a lot more accessible and convenient over the years, um, all the way from mobile devices to gaming CPUs and consoles. To be able to access so many different games on different varieties, all at the push of a button, has made it extremely accessible to access it whether you're at home, on the road, in any type of public setting. You just always have your games or just anything handy these days.
When you are on social media, do you ever like, comment, or share content? And do you yourself create content?
Yes, I think social media is a great creative outlet if used responsibly. It's nice to see other people's artwork, creative visions, whatever they do in their daily lives, and how they are able to create um, dream lives. I think been it can be intentional. Like I said, you're able to achieve your dreams through it, and there's many people out there who have been a great representation of that. So I think it's a great tool, especially in this generation. Everything is going digitalized. So I mean, by all means, if you can make money off of doing what it is that you love, I fully support that.
Have you ever participated in online trends such as a TikTok dance video or recreating a recipe from Instagram? And did you try this out independently or with the intention of creating a video to then post online?
Both. Um, Sometimes it can be used as inspiration, and you might have your own creative twist that you want to make a spin off of it. Um, I like to just watch content in general, but yeah.
Have you ever been influenced to purchase something from social media? And was it from an advertisement or an influencer?
Absolutely, and a little bit of both. I think um, depending on how it's advertised, it can be very grabbing or alluring. Um, and that has been both through creative influencers and creative advertisements as well.
Have you ever discovered a new show, a new music or song, or an influencer, celebrity, or just anything that was rememberable from scrolling on social media?
Yes, I've discovered a lot of new music through social media. An artist I recently discovered about a year ago is Lana Del Rey. I'm glad I've come across her type of, I guess you could say, lyricism or whatever, but I really like her flow and her vibe. I feel like I kind of relate to the music in a sense. Other than that, it just is music to my ears.
Do you feel like the content you are shown on social media is based on your personal interest, or do you feel that it is being manipulated in some way to keep you scrolling?
I believe it's a little bit of both. I think it can feed stuff you're not interested in to kind of see if you might be to show you more. But at the same time, I do believe that what you like and what you interact with is your algorithm. So it can be what you like. Um, but I do believe that it can also be stuff that you don't like, just to see if you don't like it, to see what can push to you and what not to push to you.
What are your thoughts on how social media algorithms influence your user experience online?
I think it takes note of the things that I'm interested in and it constantly feeds it to me, and that is possibly part of the reason that you can stay on social media for a long time with scrolling endlessly. I think it pushes things that you are interested in to see more of it, to spend more time on the app.
Have you ever experienced looking something up online and then seeing advertisements for it on your social media profiles? And what do you think about this marketing practice? Does it raise any concerns for you?
Yes, absolutely. Um, it does raise some concerns for me, because the fact that it can specifically tailor to your interests, just by a quick search, um, I think that's doing too much.
Have you ever had any concerns with privacy that has led you to change the ways you interact with the media or on social media, such as with sharing personal information or actively making decisions to keep yourself private online?
Yes, um, I think it's concerning to see how easily our devices can be hacked, and we trust it so much with our personal information by inputting um, our cards on certain websites, our social security number on certain websites, date of birth, year, all of these things. We are so trusting these days, but it has been proven and shown that our devices can be easily hacked. Um, I think it has definitely made an influence with how I move through social media, because one, just wanting to interact with it less, because you kind of know the power that's behind it.
All right, well, that is it for our 10 questions here. Thank you, Alyssa.
You're welcome.